Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Welcome to Facts or Frauds.
We are on the record in the 13th Judicial District Court of Greenwood County, Kansas. This matter comes on for review in 2024 TR 617, State of Kansas versus Abel Estrada Jr. Paul E. Dean appearing for the state, Mr. Abel Estrada Jr. appearing in person and pro se via Zoom. Now, Mr. Estrada, you were convicted of displaying an illegal license plate. You apparently had a legal plate in your car, but you chose to put on your car a plate that you had ordered specially made from a company, and I can't remember at this point what it said. You didn't like the decision, and
this, Your Honor, this was the exhibit.
There it is. Thank you. And that was manufactured at your request by a private vendor, and you were found guilty, and you said you were going to appeal. I don't believe you have paid. I don't believe you've posted your appeal bond. And then you filed some motions for today, but the main concern is you need to either pay or appeal, perfect the appeal, and if you don't, I'm going to have to direct the clerk to send in the notice to the state to suspend your license for non-payment. So let's take a look at the file. Okay, I do see something dated 2/19/2025, appeal, notice of appeal to appellate court, and you filed that. Notice of appeal, so you started the appeal process, but typically they don't accept those until or unless accompanied by an appeal bond, and you did not pay that cash bond, did you?
No, I didn't. I actually did the properest, and I got a letter from the appellate court, and they said that I needed to be signed. I sent it in, but it needed to be signed, so I submitted it. As soon as I got it, I submitted it to your office, and then they told me at your office that you wanted to see me today here about that letter. All I need is to get a signature. I perfected all the paperwork. For some reason it didn't go, but if I get the signature, then I'm continuing. I'm doing everything is supposed to.
Well, I see you filed one page. It says motion to proceed in form of papyrus. I, Abel Estrada Jr., is disabled and am requesting for a waiver of court fees for the appellate court. Sincerely, Abel Estrada Jr., and it's signed and dated 2/28/25. Well, apparently, Mr. Dean, that's up to the district court to make that determination on an appeal. I would have thought the appellate court would have made that.
That would be my understanding as well. I don't know what letter Mr. Estrada's speaking of. We don't have anything. I don't have anything that shows. I've got the notice of appeal. Mr. Estrada has not been sending copies as would be required to opposing counsel of his filings with the Court of Appeals. We've received nothing. Mr. Estrada, in criminal cases, civil cases, whatever kind of case you're involved in, when you have another side to the case, which is always the case, If you file something, you're supposed to be providing copies to the other side so we know what you're doing. Just as we file a notice or something of that nature, we have to send you a copy. If we filed a motion or something else, or the initial complaint, you get a copy of it, etc. So I don't know what he's speaking about. I just know that we've had judgment for some time on this case, and let me see.
If I may.
Well, I show the journal entry of trial. Let me see if it was filed February 21st. And that shows that he was found guilty of displaying unlawful tag.
I think he's still within his 60-day docketing time period. So
I think so too. So, Mr. Estrada, what is it you want to say?
Here's the letter that the appellate court sent me saying that I just needed the this one. I just needed the signature on the papyrus, formal papyrus. I don't know if you can see it.
no, we can't. Why don't you read it to us, Mr. Estrada?
Oh, I don't have my glasses. Well, can you read it for me? I have my glasses. I don't have my glasses. Yeah.
Mr. Estrada, the office received on April 2, 25 your certified envelope postmark.
Ma'am, hold on a second. Sorry, could you come more in front of the screen because we're getting a really I'm at least getting a muffled sound. I can't really tell you.
I can't track it. If you get in front of the camera and tell us your name.
Hi, my name is Annie Estrada.
Anna Estrada?
Annie Estrada.
Annie, A-N-N-I-E?
Yes.
Anna Estrada, and you're the wife of Mr. Abel Estrada Jr.?
Yes.
And you have a document in front of you with the Court of Appeals? Okay. If you'll slowly and loudly articulate that, because it is very muffled for some reason.
Did you want me to read the whole document?
Well, just the
pertinent part.
Okay.
Body of the letter.
Okay.
Where it says, I'm assuming dear Mr. Abel, and then whatever's below that, or dear Mr. Estrada, excuse me.
Yes, the office received, Mr. Estrada, the office received on April 2, 2025, your certified envelope postmarked March 31st, 2025. You enclose the documents which we have reviewed. At this time, you're unable to docket an appeal based upon the following issue. First, we need either the docketing fee of $155 or a file stamp copy of the signed order of indigence by the district court judge. You have enclosed a motion to proceed in forma pauperis, but no order by the court has been provided. Next, we need either a file stamp copy request for transcript document filed with the district court with service on both the court reporters and opposing counsel, or a statement that no transcripts will be requested with service on the opposing counsel. A request for transcripts must note that it is being made for purposes of an appeal and must comply with rules 2.04 and 3.03. Finally, please be advised that docketing must occur within 60 calendar days of the filing of the notice of appeal with the district court. If this does not happen, then it will also be necessary for you to submit a motion to docket appeal out of time to this office, along with the items noted above. This motion must also be served by you opposing counsel.
Yes.
It appears your deadline for timely docketing would be April 21, 2025. As a result, a motion to docket out of time is not currently required, and we cannot hold the motion you have submitted as it does not serve your opposing party. Only the appellate courts of Kansas. The remaining documents you have submitted will be held by your office on your behalf for a period of 6 months pending receipt of the items noted above. This office is unable to provide legal advice or assistance.
All right, so you have not perfected your appeal. You've merely filed a notice of intent to appeal. Sounds like that's the only thing you have, and that the Court of Appeals has not officially recognized.
Your Honor, it also sounds like the Court of Appeals gave him a checklist of things he needs to accomplish that we're not authorized to advise him how to complete.
Right.
Which I already did.
Clearly you haven't, sir, because the Court of Appeals just told you the list of things they need you to do, including sending a copy and certifying that you provided me a copy of things that you file with the Court of Appeals. They specifically
Don't interrupt him. Let him finish.
They specifically advised you that you had not. And I have not received anything from you except for this motion to dismiss liability, which, Your Honor, I don't know that I have anything to argue on that other than it's nonsense. I'd ask you to deny it. I mean, it doesn't, I don't even know what he's attempting to do, whether he's asking the court to reconsider the judgment, doesn't state that, whether he's asking the court to make an indigency finding. He has presented, other than naked statements that he claims he is, has provided nothing to the court to make that consideration, or whether he's asking the court to waive the appeal bond. It doesn't say that either, but those are the three logical conclusions I could come to that he's trying to request. But I don't believe anything's been presented that would give him relief, and that's all I have to say on the topic.
On your motion to dismiss liability, let's take that up. It says, I reserved my right not to be compelled to perform and under any contract or commercial agreement that I did not enter knowingly nor voluntarily or intentionally. Furthermore, I do not accept any liability of a compelled benefit of any unrevealed contract of a commercial agreement. And then it's signed Abel Estrada Jr., living man, authorized representative for Abel Estrada, straw man. Now, I'm going to deny that because I share the state's comment or belief that it makes no sense. It doesn't have any legal argument in it. So motion to dismiss liability, whatever in the world that's intended to be, is hereby denied. And let's see, journal entry of continuance. Did you file that?
I think the journal entry of continuance, Your Honor, may be the last one where we were reviewing the status of the appeal and or the payment of costs and fines.
That's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, the payment of the appeal bond. So I believe that was a late April date on the perfecting the appeal. So I would ask the court to set this over to someday in early May. It hasn't been properly completed at that point in time. The state would be moving to dismiss the appeal.
If I may, I did submit copies of everything that they asked me to your office. And by the way, the actual April letter that I sent certified, that was the second letter that I sent. I sent it because when we went to court the last time, it didn't seem like you guys got anything, so I resent all the paperwork again for the second time. But all they're asking right now is the papyrus indigence, which you already have, and then the request for the records. I already sent it in, and I sent the COA. So I did the paperwork. It's been sent, and you guys, everybody got a copy of it, or at least at the court of record. That's what they told me. They said, do I need to send one directly myself, or do you get a copy? And I told him, Mr. Dean, the judge and Mr. Dean gets a copy, and they say, no, don't worry, they get a copy. So I submitted that to you guys already.
Okay, when you say I submitted to you guys, who do you mean?
I'm sorry?
Who do you mean when you say I submitted it to you guys?
To the court of record.
Who is the court of record? Is that the district court? Is that the court of appeals? Did you send it to the clerk? You sent it to the judge?
I sent it to you directly, magistrate, and I sent it. I put it on the court of record. So they told me there at the court of record that you're gonna get a copy also. That's why I submitted this already.
Okay. Order to remove the document should not be filed. I see where I signed off on an order to remove a document from the record that you had apparently misfiled, a motion to docket appeal out of time. And it was premature. You shouldn't have filed that. So that was removed. Missy, didn't you show me that he had brought something into the office, but I'm not seeing it in the file. I don't know what he brought in. Do you have that, or should I have that somewhere? It seems like I saw something that he may have. Missy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Judge. I can see there was a paper. Let me see. Let me go see what it was.
See if it's at the clerk's office. But as far as the informa pauperis, I have not made that determination. I did appoint you, perhaps I shouldn't have, an attorney, since this isn't or wasn't the level of a jail sentence that would have entitled you to the right of an attorney. And you fired that attorney, and then we appointed another one, and you didn't want to use him. But as I recall, you do have a monthly income. And remind me, does your wife work?
No,
Okay, well, I have never seen, I've never made that determination. And I'm not inclined to make it at this time. You do get some income, as I recall. And if you can afford the transcript to be made in this case, I don't know why you couldn't afford to pay the filing fee.
I'm requesting the papers because it'll cover it. And then they told me at the court this morning that when I do the request, that it's not gonna be charged to me. I don't have to pay for the request. And all I need is the letter that I submitted, which is for some reason they're asking for you to sign, so I submitted it to you as soon as I got it.
Your Honor, I would respectfully request the court to, the court's denied the motion that was before the court today. Set this matter over to early May. Mr. Estrada wants to argue things, in my opinion, to this court that's claiming conclusory issues that it's been completed, yet the letter that was just read to us specifically contradicted numerous things that he said that he's done and taken care of. I just sent a message to my office to confirm that we've received his copy of the of this motion to dismiss liability. I'll give you one piece of advice. When you're filing something, what the court said is you need to send notice to me. You put a certification here at the bottom saying, listing everybody, whether it's Greenwood County Attorney, the District Magistrate Judge Webster, and their addresses and the date you mailed it. That goes here. That's called a certification that you provided notice to the other side so the other side can properly respond. Nothing. I don't even know that you actually know her address in any event. I think Mr. Estrada has a number of issues that he's been specifically told in that letter that needs to be addressed, and he needs to address them in the fashion that he deems appropriate. And we should review it in May.
All right, Missy, what do we have in May?
We have May 9th. I think that's the only May date we have.
Okay, what time? 11?
11.
All right, I'm going to continue any remaining matters. Well, I'm going to continue the pay or appear to May 11 at 9 a.m.
We have May 9th. I think that's the only May date we have.
Okay, what time? 11?
11.
All right, I'm going to continue any remaining matters. Well, I'm going to continue the pay or appear to May 11 at 9 a.m. You're either going to have that paid, and cover all of those matters that the appellate court has listed, including paying that appeal bond, also known as a supersedious bond. That needs to be paid of $158 cash. So,
May I ask a question?
go ahead.
Yeah, I just need to know if you're going to sign the formal papyrus letter that I sent you.
I'm not signing that at this time.
That would be holding justice from me.
Well, so you believe, you also believe my decision was holding justice from you. That's my order at this time. I'm not going to sign it. And I'll take your pay or appear up at the date and time given.
Well, there's a particular procedure that you need to research on how you go about making that request to the courts. You don't just send a document saying, "Fine, make this finding," without support. That's not the way court works. Your Honor, I'd ask the court to go ahead and approve this journal entry, since these documents will be needed, probably potentially supplemented to an appellate record. Mr. Estrada, if you agree that this is what we did today, then you can say yes, and I'll put an S/ showing that you approved it. If not, Your Honor, if he's objecting, instead of going through the whole lengthy Rule 170, I just ask the court to approve it if it agrees. This is the case caption, case number, the date that we all appeared, that you appeared, or that Judge Webster was hearing this matter, that you, Mr. Estrada, appeared via Zoom, that this case was set over to May 9th at 9 a.m. And it's, set over as a continuance. It's not granted, or time's not charged to any party because this is on appeal, and that it's set over regarding pay or appear and or completion of the docketing. Oops, I need to finish putting on statement. Completion of the docketing statement. It's on that box and there's no need for it. And there's nothing else contained.
I'm sorry.
I guess I should have put that the motion to dismiss liability was denied.
Yeah, but that is denied.
That must have been what I was planning on, and then we got to discussing some other issues.
And you might put in there that the defendant needs to either pay or post his appeal bond and perfect his appeal, something to that effect, by that next court date.
And that was 11 o'clock on 5/9, right?
Yes, I was gonna ask about that.
I had it. Okay.
Missy said 11.
All right, I'll get that changed to 11.
I wonder, Missy can,
Yes.
no, just leave it there.
All right, if we can do it at 11 if you want.
No, that's fine. Whatever you have.
So it's a 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock?
Whatever Missy says, that's what we're going to go with.
I've now changed it to 11. I thought that's what everybody wanted.
Okay.
So change that to 11 a.m. And then Your Honor went ahead and added what we just discussed, that the motion to dismiss liability is denied, and further that he needs to complete the docketing of his appeal. Complete the docketing of his appeal, pay the appeal bond, or pay the case in full by the next court date. Mr. Estrada, do you agree that that's what the court just ordered?
I hear what you're saying.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to approve.
Approved. I understand you don't agree with the orders, Mr. Estrada, but they are what I ordered.
I'm simply on the defendant's signature line going to mark approved over defendant's non-response to the correctness of the order. Accuracy of the order, I should say. All right, I'll submit that. Is that acceptable to the court, Your Honor?
That is acceptable. There's nothing further. We'll be in recess on this matter, and Mr. Estrada is excused.
You know, I was walking around the city the other day, and it was so quiet you could have heard a window being smashed. It's strange, really. I suppose a lot of people are like windows. So many are
see-through.
so many get smashed. And so many wander around with a glazed look over them. Are you like a window? Is your life a pane?
And thanks for hanging out with us on Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and ring that bell. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And a huge thank you to all of our Facts or Frauds channel members. If you'd like to become a member, click on the link in the description or click join right next to subscribe. Now, if you're still hanging out, thank you. I appreciate you all. Why not hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribed, ring the bell, and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Until next time, I'll see you soon.